All right, guys, these two beautiful PCs have been sold. You know, I wouldn't know, but I can quickly check for how much it was sold for. Just give me 1 minute. It's a HP EliteDesk 800G3, and both of them, you know, I'm just checking quickly. Orders. All right, both of them sold for 236 euros and 52 cents. Decent PC, bought by the same person just yesterday, July the 16th. Hopefully, I'm able to send this out today. Not hopefully, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to quickly pack this up and then still take this PC, you know, to the post office, and it's going to be sent out today, definitely. That's for sure. But one thing, I haven't actually taken a look at the inside of this PC just to be sure that it's not just about the fact that the PC is clean on the outside, but I think I just can quickly do that just to be sure that yes, everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. All right. I wouldn't know, for one reason or the other, my hands are kind of sliding. I can't seem to get a grip. Or is it that the PC is just refusing, you know, to open up? Because there are some PCs like this, when it comes to being shipped out, then you want to see a station where the PC is kind of proving to be, you know, very difficult to open. Okay, I've got it. You see, this is why it's actually important to take a look at the inside. It's a little bit dusted. This is not acceptable. So all I have to do is to go ahead, kind of blow it out. All right, I think that's fair enough. I just wanted to take a look, otherwise the PC is already ready to go, and this was not supposed to be. This is something that I normally do, you know, even before attempting to pack the PC. All right. So this is exactly what this buyer is going to receive from me. A decent PC in the absolute best, you know, condition. And yes, PC was just bought yesterday, and if the buyer can receive this PC, you know, say tomorrow, it's going to be, you know, very, very good. It's going to give the buyer a very, very good, you know, feeling that the seller, this just opened easily, and this kind of even looks cleaner than the other one. All right. So, but what I think, all right. So, but what is actually going on right now is a situation where, you know, the mini PCs, for one reason or the other, they are kind of, you know, selling right now a lot. In the last 1 week, I've actually sold, you know, more than, I mean, considering all the mini PCs, not just these particular models, you know, more than 15 pieces of this mini PC. This is kind of a lot already in a space of, you know, 5 days. I'm not saying I'm the highest seller, you know, of mini PCs on eBay. There are people that sell just this amount in a day. People sell sometimes 30 pieces of these mini PCs just in a day, you know, depending on so many factors. But then I'm just looking at, you know, these transactions, and I'm thinking that the mini PCs are kind of selling a lot. You know, there's something that might, you know, be responsible. That being that a lot of people might just want something smaller. If you take a look at this, this is really looking cute. Perhaps people are just kind of tired of, you know, having to deal with a PC that is so bulky. And truth be said, these mini PCs these days, I'm kind of surprised also at what they can actually deliver. Some of them are coming out with some of the best, you know, processors out there in the market. And it's amazing that, you know, a long time ago, we used to think that a PC really has to be, you know, bulky for it to be able to do the job you know, that it's supposed to do. But these days, we've pretty much been proved wrong that even a small thing like this, you know, can actually deliver a lot of speed, can deliver a lot of power, you know, can save a lot of your office space. It's very versatile. If you decide to take this home, you're not going to have troubles, you know, just picking it up and then putting it in your bag, you know. This might pretty much just be the reason why a lot of people are deciding on this right now. I'm not saying that, you know, the tower pieces are not selling right now. As a matter of fact, if I still get a very good deal on tower pieces, I kind of buy them any day, anytime, because I know the tower pieces is just what it is. People will continue to buy it because of the many things that, you know, a tower PC will deliver to you, you know, that a mini PC cannot just deliver. You know, the possibility to, you know, to install a graphic card on the PC being one of them, you know, the possibility to install different types of hard drives, a HDD, mechanical hard drive, you know, do a lot of things with your PC, install double graphic cards, you know, pimp it up the way you want it. These many PCs might not be able to deliver that, and this is just the reason why people will continue, you know, to buy, you know, these tower PCs. But from my own observation, you know, I'm also going to take a look at what the market is saying, because if you go onto eBay, you can actually, you know, see the details of what has been selling. eBay gives us these details, you know, this data, just to ensure that we can have, you know, a little impression of how the market is doing. So definitely, if I see that, you know, more mini PCs are being sold, you know, I'm going to be taking a closer look, you know, trying to see how I can do more mini PC offers. And if you are also starting out, you know, to selling PCs, I think the mini PCs, and you do not have space, this is also something that's a benefit. You do not have space to do this business. You know, the mini PCs might also be, you know, one place that you can actually start out with, because you can actually have quite a lot of mini PCs in a small space. This helps you a lot, especially when you have a very major problem, which is that of space, you know. And yeah, it is what it is. People are buying these things. I used to think that people were only interested, you know, in cheap items, you know, but the events of the past few days have kind of showed me that, look, even if the items are expensive, but the thing is, if they are in good quality, there's just going to be somebody that's going to, you know, buy that item. You know, the thing is, yes, people still consider the price, but there are some companies, some individuals that will tell you the item must be in very good condition in terms of quality. You know, even if it's a little bit expensive, you know, bring it, we are going to buy it. That kind of changes my orientation, because these two pieces, you know, I had the option of buying the cheaper versions of these pieces, but I decided to go for the more expensive ones. And I did go ahead to set up the offer on eBay, and these two transactions now have just proven to me that, look, if the item is a little bit expensive, but the thing that the PC carries in terms of the RAMs, you know, the SSDs, and the PC condition overall, if it's very good, there's going to be somebody somewhere that's going to take that PC from you. And the funny thing is that if you even spend just 10 minutes extra, you know, polishing your offer, you might want to polish the picture, you know, more, the pictures more, you know, the descriptions more. It just has a way of kind of increasing the overall, you know, quality of the offer. This was exactly what I did here. You know, I spent some extra, you know, some good amount of time really polishing the pictures that I listed on eBay, the pictures that I used for this offer on eBay. And it's kind of what it is. Somebody saw it and felt like, yes, this is a very good offer. This guy is going to ship out this item in 2 days, and why not go for it? And this is exactly, you know, what I have just done here. And from my own side, this is exactly how it looks in the box. Whoever is going to receive this, hopefully he or she's going to be glad that he ever came to the Hardwareflipper shop, buy a decent PC like this. So if you are still there thinking Nobody buys expensive items anymore. You might want to think again, because guys, not everybody is thinking the way you are thinking. People are still thinking about quality, and if your job is to deliver quality to the market, you are definitely going to be, rendering a very valuable service for the people that appreciates quality. So I want to encourage you today to go out there and look for some quality stuffs. Doesn't necessarily have to be mini PCs. It could be a monitor. It could be, a phone. It could be a tablet. It could be a hard drive. It could be RAM sticks, even small items like, cables. But all I want you to consider is ensure that the item is in very, very good condition. And definitely there's going to be somebody out there that's going to pay you money for that which you are bringing to the market. Until I see you again in the next one. Peace.